The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm just trying to remember the name of this bloke that we met. I introduced him to the young bloke. Harry?
I got this.
Truck driver?
I've got this. Hang on.
Where did you introduce us, Harry?
It's Harry from Vulcan Steel Company. You got to ship him steel. Harry from Vulcan Steel Company. We're giving a big, what is he, 22 years of age? Big fan of the show. What a lovely bloke. He came up at the end of the party last night.
Oh, he was at the party. I need context.
Sorry, end of summer. Yeah, I think you met him.
Did I?
He said you were all fantastic. Anyway, he's a big fan of the show, and he came up at the end of the very end saying, mate, can I just thank you for the invite? And it was a lovely guy. Yeah. And it's a steel man.
He registered through the Nova player. Here he is. Shout out. Hit the horn. Hit the horn, Harry.
Shipping steel. Yeah, he has a good horn. He's a bus driver, truck driver.
Truckie.
Yeah.
Truckie. How you going?
Oh, my mouth feels like dust balls.
I feel fine. I'm just dehydrated.
Yeah, really dehydrated. Like, I'm going to get really lispy soon. I'm going to get that weird caking line on my lips. Lispy.
A lispy.
Like, it's going to get
dry.
Lesby? No. We've pushed. But
what do you got?
What?
On your lips?
No, you know when you get that caked lip gloss line?
No, I got it on lip gloss.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Well, it's good meeting some of your crew too. Like, you didn't bring anyone, did you, Ash? No, you just rode solo. But no.
Yeah.
You had a good crew.
It was a good crew.
Jeremy came.
Jeremy was fantastic.
He got amongst it.
He and I sort of squared off on me giving him shit on the air so much.
Yes.
He's fine with that.
He's not bothered at all.
He's not bothered?
No, he's not bothered.
It was a good bunch of listeners too.
Yeah, they were good fun.
Really nice.
Especially when we were playing Swing the Sausage.
That was. I haven't seen the slow-mos yet, but I can't wait to see that. And I think who won that? Ali.
I've spoken to her this morning. She called through. I challenged anyone that
fantastic.
was actually up early that went last night. And yeah, she phoned through.
A worthy winner.
Lutzi hung so much shit on me about that swing the sausage.
We couldn't find it. So what?
I'll explain.
Well, it was going to be the nice version.
They gave us. They all gave us belts, and my belt. And everyone was whacking the belts around, and on the belt was attached the sausage, like tied onto the belt buckle with a big piece of string. My belt didn't fit me. Yeah. I couldn't get it. Like
early on, mine didn't fit, I must say, but then they found a bigger belt. But you got the last belt, which was a small, and wouldn't get around Bradham's girth.
No, well, it's surprising because you're not a big dude. Like you're a macho man, but you don't.
I fat shamed him.
Lutzi's just on the microphone for 5 minutes.
Sorry for the delay, folks, but this fat over here. If anyone's got an RM Williams contact that can get an extra large belt, anyone can just kill a cow right now.
Just to get around Bradham's fat guts. This bloke here, have a look at him, and I'm trying to squeeze this belt together.
Oh, what a night, though!
It was great.
Look, I'm glad you said that to him and not to me. Otherwise, there would have been trouble last night.
Well, it wouldn't have gone you, obviously.
No, that would have.
In the current context.
Would not have gone down well at all.
I wouldn't even thought of that.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
There's always a chance that when you're at a work function, you could do something a bit silly that could come up and get you in a bit of trouble the next day.
Well, I mean, statistically, I reckon in a work environment, parties, Christmas parties, that sort of thing, would be pound for pound the most... sacked, reportable thing, right?
Yeah, it's dangerous
Visits to
territory.
HR the next morning.
You had booze, obviously booze, and
Yeah, my manager literally called me yesterday before the party. He said, "Don't, Nikki, just have a couple, be polite, just don't say what you want to say, just ignore all your natural impulses."
Has there been issues previously? It sounds like for
No, he just wanted to make sure
for AT to call you on that sort of business that maybe AT knows.
I know,
stuff
calling the kettle black with my manager.
Yeah, he's a Lucian. I've seen him do stuff. I'm going to ring him today and go, mate.
He knows
this
the
weekend,
game.
just pull it in.
But anyway, yeah. So I was on my best behaviour last night because, I do tend to have no filter. In fact, it's a miracle I'm still here on radio.
It's been 3 weeks.
6.
6, is it?
6
weeks.
6 weeks, is it?
Oh, wow.
Not that I'm counting every sleep that I'm not getting. But, what was I saying? Yeah, because, loose lips sink ships. And, as we've learnt this week, anything can happen. You can just say one thing and then you're in a lot of trouble. And it's happened to me before. I was on a breakfast television. I used to have a weekly gig on Channel 9 where I would be brought in for commentary on topics of the week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do they just get in touch with you before and go, this is what the topics are? Like, you don't choose the topics, do you?
You find out when you're in hair and makeup. So usually it's about half an hour before. So you just kind of... It's different to here, where it's happening live.
A split screen sitch, or was it just and Nikki Osborne is on the Sunshine Coast. Nikki, make some sense of this crazy news this morning.
No, pretty much, but I was in Melbourne, so I was in Melbourne at the time. Anyway, there was one, I was getting more and more comfortable with the job, and I was always like, just push it a little bit further. And then one morning we were talking about, the topic was, they'd done a survey whether pyjamas or lingerie was considered sexier on your missus or your girlfriend, and people were saying that PJs are sexier. Anyway...
Can I say something about that?
I'd run with that.
Yes.
It depends on the PJs.
Oh.
But yeah, I could put together an argument for that.
Yeah, me too.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, this was my argument. Hit it, Mitch.
Nikki, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, my husband always says you don't look at the turkey when you're stuffing it, so that's his opinion.
What does that even mean?
I won't explain it, but...
Oh, I wish you hadn't explained it. I wish you hadn't
David Campbell.
Who was it? Was that
That was
David
David Campbell. What does that even mean?
And
Let
Sonia
me tell you exactly what
Kruger.
it means, David.
So, the turkey's here, right? That's hilarious.
So I'm the turkey.
But I'm fine with that, because if you're
It's innuendo, it's fine.
yeah, like if there was kids listening, it's not as if you're not swearing.
No, they're like, she's
it's
talking
like,
about Christmas.
Yeah, Mum, what is that? Oh, I still mean eating turkey at Christmas. Exactly. You can get out of that as a parent, right?
And that's like my thing. That's my superpower.
No, that's brilliant.
Double entendres.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gone so fast.
Oh, was that it?
Is that it?
Yeah. I was just gone.
Was that the last rodeo?
That was the last rodeo. I'd been cut off air the week before, so I was already on a warning.
I'm blaming Campbell for that. The way he reacted, he's come off set and gone, what was that disgustingness?
We don't need no, but also who hired you? Because wouldn't it have come up on the banner, Nikki Osborne, comedian?
Yeah.
And then afterwards they've gone, well, that was no good. She was making fun of that.
She was
Yeah.
laughing.
She wasn't
making
taking
people
it
laugh.
seriously.
And I distinctly remember in the interview process, they said, we want someone who pushes the boundaries, doesn't sit on the fence,
Well,
goes
that's what they
hard.
picture, right?
There I am, and off I go.
Yeah.
So, yes. Anyway, I was wanting to hear from our listeners if they've ever been fired for an amusing offence. I don't want to hear anything nasty. I just want to hear if you've done something a bit silly or a bit weird. And
weird ways you got fired. Or
weird
funny ways you've been fired
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. That's cool.
What sent you packing out of the building?
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Silly stuff you got fired for.
Oh, yes. All right. Let's get straight into it. We got Stacey from Kalanga. What got you the sack?
Good morning. Well, I just had enough. After 18 years being at the place, I got denied going to have a holiday. They said I wasn't allowed.
Oh,
And-
well, it's only been 18 years, Stacey. Come on,
Yeah.
that's a big ask.
I know, right?
Greedy.
So I called them bluff, and I was like, "Well, I quit. I don't want to be here anymore." I just walked kind of out, and I was like, "Did I just did I quit or
actually
did I get fired?" Yeah, and so I had enough, and I just left and went to something totally different, like tourism, and good decision.
Oh,
Best
right. So
decision ever.
they took your quitting, didn't fight for you. They just let you go.
Yeah, well,
Bloody assholes.
Yeah.
You
Did it
give
feel?
someone 18 years, boys, and then you just...
Did that walkout feel good?
yes, I said I've always wanted to say this, like the ad, like I effing quit.
good
You know,
on you.
it was the best feeling.
You had
But
that
they
moment.
regretted it.
And no regrets. You went onwards and upwards. I
It
love
does
that.
feel good when you just... I quit on a promotions company once, and I just threw all the vouchers in the air and walked out of the shopping centre.
God, you're dramatic. That's awesome.
What do you got?
Oh, anonymous.
hang on.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Morning, guys.
This sounds good, juicy.
We've got to bring the cone of silence back for this. We've forgotten about this. We used to have a cone of silence which would drop on the listener so only we can hear it.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. All right.
yeah.
What happened?
Hi, guys. I got a job, let's just say in the country, at a hotel as a chef, and included in that was the accommodation. Mm-hmm. And it was a month's trial, and it was a really great job, and the accommodation was great. It was new. And I decided that I'd go out one night to the RSL because it was a free courtesy van.
Uh-huh.
Had a few too many. Because it was $2 drinks, and got the courtesy van home, come home, opened the door, got undressed, vomited everywhere, and then two people announced that it was not my house. I was 2 houses up.
Well, you just walked into some random's house and thrown up on the floor.
Yeah, because all the houses looked the same.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So that got you fired? Did they?
Yeah. They pretty much just said to me that I wasn't the right person for living out in the country, and that was that.
I think you sound like the perfect person. It sounds like someone who likes to have a good time, as long as you've got a mop and bucket the next day.
Exactly. It's an innocent mistake.
And then it's hard to knock back those courtesy buses. They got you there and back.
And $2 drinks.
I mean, that's a bargain in anyone's language.
I blame them.
We'd all be fired. All right, we got John from Capera. John, what happened?
Hey. Well, I got fired on my day off.
That takes some effort.
That is not easy to do.
But that.
Right, so I used to work in a place called Burger King. So it's like Hungry Jack's, but in New Zealand they call it Burger King.
Yeah.
So I was going through on my day off on drive-through. I went through with a bunch of the boys in the car.
No.
And because they knew I worked there, they're like, "Oh, get someone to give us some free stuff, you know."
Give us the staff discount.
Yeah. So I ended up getting heaps of free burgers and that. And then the next day I got called in, which was still my day off. And I was thinking I was getting an extra shift. So I went in there with my uniform on and everything. And yeah, it was more for him to say, you're not coming back.
John, we want that uniform back, my friend. You're not worthy.
That's
Free
unreal.
burgers.
Well, my cousin,
shout the boys.
My cousin John worked at another joint, and he got sacked because they after 15 minutes back in the day, I don't know if it still happens. They got to get rid of him. They can't sit there on the thing, and they caught him out the back at the bin, eating the pig. It's best you leave, Tim.
All right, Mick, wrap us up. What happened to you?
All right, so I work in government, and I'd constantly get given the MC gig. You have to MC the awards or the get-togethers and stuff like that. And yeah, you can never really relax, So, and this year our staff awards were just before the Christmas party as well, so the timing was fantastic. And then had the staff awards. Just before I go up, the chairman was retiring, the chairman of the board, who happened to be a former Army Major General, retired. His name was Major General Richard.
Oh, no, I see where this is going already. Yep.
Yeah.
And just before I go up, they go, the Major General wants to have a couple of chairman's choices. So he's picking out a couple of people he wants an award for as well. I'm like, right, no worries. Like 2 minutes before we go up. I'm like, all right. And I'd got used to pushing the barrel a little bit like Nikki does as well. And anyway, and I've gone, all right, now we've got the final awards. The retiring chairman, wants to make a couple of selections. So what I refer to as Dick's Picks. And
there's nothing wrong with that. Come on.
No.
Well, you got nothing back from that.
There was silence for a little bit, then raucous laughter, and everyone loved it. I didn't actually get sacked from my job. I didn't have to buy a drink that night at all. And I got sacked from emceeing from there on in, so I never had to do it again.
It did you a favour.
That is a win. You got promoted, in other words.
Yes.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
This is Ash vs. Nikki fighting it out over astrology.
All right, Ashley.
Actually, I actually like this segment.
You like this one?
I do.
Now,
It's a big week in astrology this week, isn't it?
It has
like a rare
been-
week.
yes, there's been alignments and eclipses and retrogrades all over the shop. We're up to our kazoos.
I need you to explain retrogrades because you mentioned it yesterday and I was out
It's
of
when
I was out of my
planets
depth.
go out of, like, Earth is in the way of a planet. Or there's a planet in the way of another planet, so it stops its effect for a bit. So it can cause chaos. Like when Mercury goes retrograde, most people, even the non-believers, know about Mercury in retrograde. It happens 2 to 3 times a year, 2 weeks of absolute chaos because Mercury rules communication. So laptops stop working, missed texts, miscommunications, 2.5 weeks of just madness. But anyway.
Okay. So this is a retrospective look?
Yeah, so...
Retrospectively, you're looking back at the week that was for him?
Yes,
right?
so this is
Yes.
Saturday,
Yes.
the 22nd of February. So a week ago, this is what they were predicting
Just check
for
my
you.
diary.
Yes.
Okay,
I've got to work out what I was doing a week ago.
Yeah, there was a week ago on Saturday.
Ashley,
Yes.
some people need to be told a few home truths. Oh, hang on, you were just talking about this in the break.
Yes.
Yes, you were just having a bit of a whinge then, saying, I need to address this.
Yeah.
Anyway, uncomfortable though it feels, Some things need to be said. Lines need to be drawn and points need to be made. Is that feeling true of something for you?
What? What was I talking about?
Yeah. I'm not going to bring it up on air.
I know, I've forgotten. So yeah.
Someone keeps throwing you under the bus regarding particular, names.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, well, that was a minor incident.
It's a minor.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
You're not the kind of person who argues for the sake of arguing. Quite the opposite. Ruled by Venus, you do everything within your power to keep the peace.
That's actually true. He does that. But he hits things on the head very quickly.
The peacekeeper.
Like the situation with the equine.
Yes.
Actually,
yeah.
That's true. We can talk about this.
I called an end to that this
he
week.
had a chance to buy a horse and just wasn't feeling it, so didn't do it and shut it down pretty quickly.
Yes.
Look, let's just not do this.
Exactly.
I should remind our listeners that this is Libra, so we're talking about Librans specifically.
Yeah, shout out Librans.
Yes. So that's if you're born late September, early October, between the 23rd and the 23rd of September through the 22nd of October. I actually did Nick's birth chart last night. He is a 0 degrees Libra, so he's just a Libran. Anyway.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay.
There's no such thing as cusp,
Welcome
by
to
the
the
way.
hood. Nick, hey, Nick, welcome to the hood, mate.
Good to be here, mate.
Welcome to the hood.
He doesn't like conflict either. He disappears and his eyes go red.
Now, what about my week ahead? Like, what am I going to be like next week? What's it saying?
Do you want me to give you a prediction?
Yeah, give me a preview.
Yeah, give a specific prediction.
Yes.
As specific as you can.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like.
But by the way, I've got to finish this one. It says, still there are times when you need to speak up and say what seems obvious to you. This week, so that was last week. This week
You do have a problem with that.
This week we'll start off on a high from an exciting
I think
weekend.
it's weight related, all this, you know. I think once I lose the weight, it'll all be fine. But go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. You will start off on a high from an exciting weekend. That was last weekend.
Yeah. Yes,
but
that's
you
true.
will soon feel a lull towards the end of the week when the planets align.
That's now.
Mars is finally turning direct and getting its act together in Cancer this week. That's my sign. That I might be a bit fiery. Sorry. So try to lift those energies and you'll find lots to enjoy. Now, I'll give you...
Why was Uranus so inactive last week?
I don't know.
I don't want to hear about Uranus at the moment.
But we didn't even mention it then.
No, hang on. I'm loading.
What are you looking for?
I'm
Come
loading
on.
your predictions.
Let's
for
hope
the week
Uranus
ahead.
gets more of a run this week.
Okay, latest daily forecast. Libra.
Just Google Uranus.
All right. Okay. When crossing a one-way street, this is for next week.
Yes.
Well, this is today, actually. This is today. When crossing a one-way street, it's still worth glancing in both directions before going forwards. Just because you know which way the traffic should be flowing doesn't mean that someone won't notice and go the wrong way.
It's electric scooter related.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
On the Gold Coast too.
This is sage
That is
advice.
actually is.
This is sage advice.
Yeah, around Cavill
They are
Avenue.
wild on the
Yeah.
footpaths, aren't they, those
But
e-bikes?
it's like they're riding motorbike. Yeah, well, that's another type.
And they don't even ding. They're just like, get out of the way.
You can't hear them coming.
No, you can't. Electric.
They're electric.
They're like lightning without the thunder.
All right, so look both ways.
Yes. Similarly, it's wise to keep an eye on what's going on underfoot. You don't want to miss a tree root or a pothole.
This is big golf related.
They say that we can never be too
Take the club
careful.
length.
Yes.
But this weekend you can be. You've got to be careful this weekend, Ash.
Yeah.
Under this powerful cosmic climate, it's safe. Wait, hang on a sec. It's safe to let down your guard and stop worrying. If you do, you'll see lots to enjoy. Okay, no, it's saying stop worrying. It's saying you've been quite tentative.
Yeah.
It's saying this weekend you can stop.
Use that hybrid club.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Experience boutique luxury accommodation, exceptional dining and exquisite events at Emporium Hotel South Bank, Brisbane's cultural epicentre.
The only way to farewell summer. Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne's end of summer party.
I'm chasing paradise with you.
Is the video of the sausage slow-mo is probably the thing I want to see.
That's the highlight of the park.
You got so close at one point, Ash, and I've got it.
Oh, did you get that on the slow-mo?
Can't wait to see
Yes,
that.
I did.
I gave that everything I had trying to swing the sausage into my mouth. And I know what you're talking about, Nick. I'm glad that you got that on the camera. Like it felt like it hit the side of my face, and at the time I was really annoyed. Thought, oh, so close. And then I was like, I don't want that video. of me, actually. You know.
Yeah, you wanted it not.
I don't want that around, Nikki. That's the one they'll use.
And they're the ones that go viral too.
Oh, yeah.
It will go viral. It's just interesting that guys in general are better at swing the sausage.
Really?
Yes. I don't know. They're more motivated. I don't know. You seem to have better like sausage mouth coordination.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Whereas girls are just getting poked in the eye. And
I mean, that's literally the first time I've seen it was when you did it, so I've got no stats on it. But
anytime I've seen it, guys always do better.
But Ali did win.
She did win.
Did she get it?
Call.
I didn't see it. Did she get it good? I don't know.
Well, the crowd went wild, so I knew it was a legit catch.
Yeah. Because by the time I looked over, she had a sort of a hand on it.
Like, she was munching.
Having a chew on it. Yeah.
She ate sausage.
Yeah, she enjoyed it. There was one lady that I saw. She didn't like the quality of sausage, so she wouldn't compete. Yeah, she was keen to compete if it was a good quality sausage.
What did she want? Like a Bunnings sausage? Because we just had the cold Frankfurts.
Yes.
Yeah, but they got better, as you said. They hold the string better, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll be all greasy. Look at all the grease from your sausage.
I don't think there was no dramas with the sausage. Let's not drag the sausage into this. I mean,
it was a good game though. Good game.
Let's not drag the sausage through the mud.
And the location too. Like I came in a little later than you guys, and so I just got to walk in, and just the lights sort of hit me, and the LED screens just blasting end of summer stuff all over the lifts. The LED flooring of the lifts,
man.
So you just you're looking at exactly where you're going the whole time.
That lift is out of control.
Yeah.
I'm going to post
the location was out of control. The view of there, and to be there at sunset, actually.
Yep.
And remember I was telling you about the floor? Because they've got this marble floor or quartz floor and it's all illuminated.
Yeah, it's like an old school disco floor sort of thing.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw some girls doing hopscotch on it at one point.
It's amazing. That's the view of Brisbane.
It's the best.
And well played, Nikki. Like, you stuck true to your word. I looked over at one stage, like after the formalities, the sausage competition was over. You were up dancing.
Yeah, I got everyone. Cotton Eye
Joe. Yeah, you went up on Cotton Eye Joe.
I went and did the monkey arms. Got everyone swinging around in circles. Got everyone going. I didn't do any table dancing, but, we did end at about 9, and table dancing usually happens about 11.
It's a touch later.
Yeah.
Congrats to Kim, who took out our best dressed of the night as well. So she scored some Firma Italian dining vouchers to stick around and head along to the Emporium again. But we did have an old school orange handset telephone that had hooked up for voice messages from some of our guests to leave some, I'm sure, less than sober messages for you guys. So
I'm fascinated
let's
to
check
hear
out
these.
what they've provided us.
Best moment of the night has definitely been all the free champagne refills and hanging with the gals. It's been an absolutely lovely night. Vibes are impeccable and I loved watching everyone try and put a sausage in their mouth. Love it. Woohoo! Yes, please.
Welcome to Ash, Lotsie and Nikki and the summer party. The best part of the night is the free drinks and the vibes. And people here are great.
Not going to work.
Hey Ash, it's Tina from Wellington Point. Best part of the night was having another selfie with you.
Hey guys, I really appreciated them eating all those sausages. She absolutely ate.
My best moment is seeing all you guys wearing the same clothes that you're in all the photos.
It's Tina here. My favourite on the whole show is Mitch Lewis. He's amazing. All right, love you. Bye. Nah. Come on, Nikki. Nah.
There it is.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, we've had a few drinks. Hope you like it. Bye.
My favourite moment of the night was getting to see all the breakfast radio hosts. I also got to meet one of the producers. His name was Lockie, and he was super nice. I had a great time tonight, and I loved meeting Lockie. Thanks, guys.
Did someone make him...
All I'm saying is listen to 106.9. You can win free competitions, get free alcohol. Nothing's wrong with some free bevies. Honestly, bevies is the best thing you can win. Get on, listen to 106.9. Best party ever!
I think we found the key to keeping them happy.
Yeah. We threw the drink cards out the window and they just got on. It was good bubble too.
It was great.
It was mum.
Nikki, that was that song I was trying to remember just a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, thank God they did that.
No, come on. Yeah, whatever it was.
We've got to send it in.
Yeah, Dylan, work on that, please. Pots and pans, magic.
They can send it in properly. We'll get it proper.
However it works, mate. Just don't let that idea go away.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
summer
on it.
officially ended. You can experience boutique luxury accommodation, exceptional dining, and exquisite events at the amazing Emporium Hotel South Bank, Brisbane's cultural epicentre.
Was that Alicia's sister that was a big fan of you, Mitch? Who was that? I didn't
That
run
was
into her.
amazing.
Yeah, she sounded like Mandy from Sales, didn't she?
Nick, do you
We can
know?
actually find out who these people were because I hit a GoPro next to the phone.
Oh, excellent. They didn't know about that one.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Yeah, I was shocked to hear that Gene Hackman has passed away.
Yeah.
Now, there's pretty unusual circumstances surrounding his death. But he was 95.
Yeah.
Was he that old?
Oh, my God.
And he'd sort of been retired for at least 15, like close to 20 years and just like disappeared from the limelight.
Has it been that long since he's been in something?
He was hardly spotted in public. I think someone snapped a photo of him 18 months ago, like, Christmas time, that long ago. And
Is that the photo that's come out this morning?
Probably.
Like, yeah, it says it's from about 12 months ago, and he looks really old.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like a skeleton
frail.
with sort of skin.
Yeah, and I think because no one had seen him in
Yeah.
like a decade, so he just looked vastly different. But yeah, like he was in his mid-90s.
Was he Lex Luthor?
Yes, yeah, and the Christopher Reeve Superman, yeah.
With the OG, right?
Yeah.
I guess when you think of that, he wasn't a young man in Superman.
No.
And that was bloody a long time ago.
Like 78?
Was that the TV show?
No, the
movies.
movie. Christopher Reeve, the original.
Oh, he was in that.
Yeah.
He was Lex Luthor, like the
He won Best Oscar in 1972.
For what?
French Connection. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good, only once. A good film. They still say it's one of the greatest car chases ever filmed in cinema.
Yeah,
and then he
right.
won a Best Supporting Actor for Unforgiven, a Clint Eastwood Western in the early 90s. 93 was it? Yeah.
So talk us through the circumstance of how he died. It sounds strange. They're investigating, aren't they?
They're investigating it now, and they're saying there's no suspicious circumstances. So I don't know. You can only speculate at the moment. But his wife, she was 65.
Yeah, she was 31 years his junior.
Right. She was found dead on the floor of the bathroom. And an open bottle of prescription pills was found partially scattered on a countertop nearby. The dog was found dead too, and Hackman was found dead in a mudroom just off the couple's kitchen. I don't know what a mudroom is, and they're saying that both of the bodies, they took hours to identify because it appears that they've
been there for some time.
Decomposed and partially mummified.
Whoa.
The cold, dry air of the New Mexico desert climate likely helped preserve their skin and their tissues, but they must have been there for a while.
But they've said authorities also observed a space heater near Betsy's head and suspected the heater could have fallen in the event she would have fallen to the ground, which they think might have caused the carbon monoxide poisoning. So that there's different theories at the moment. I know their daughter has spoken and she said she believes it's carbon monoxide poisoning at this stage, but they are investigating because with pills laying around, it always looks a bit, what's going on?
Strange setup, isn't it?
Yeah, and that the dog would be found dead too. But that's the news. So Hackman, 95, and his wife, Arakara, 64.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Hey, Nikki, get out of here.
I'm smarter than. I'm smarter than who?
The Brighton Answer deal is here, with one lucky person winning $100,000 off the price of their new home every month. Drop into your nearest Brighton display home today.
All right, Jess has played twice before, has never had a win, and is on her way to the airport to head to Tassie for the weekend.
That's right.
Have I nailed that out of the
Yeah,
park?
you got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just in 10 seconds, Jess, give us your things to see in Tasmania. Go, be real quick.
Oh, you have to go to Richmond. The lolly shop is absolutely amazing, and they do the best ice cream there as well. That'd be my number one, which is really silly.
Richmond.
Head down the Huon Valley. It's absolutely stunning.
Okay.
A little bit colder down that way, so you get the real Tassie experience.
Does it get hot in
And
summer?
It does. It can get up over 40 degrees. Not many days for the summer, but it's a really dry heat, so it's different. And the really weird thing is the hottest time of day is like 5 to 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
That was very well done.
Yeah, because a mate of mine's going to Tassie. He goes, "It doesn't know where to go," and I'm like, "So if anyone's got any ideas, DM me."
I'm hearing a lot about
perfect little
Tasmania
day
now.
trip.
Tasmania is like the only place that you can go to in Australia. Like you go outside where you feel like you're overseas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it fits.
Exactly.
It's got a
You
different.
escape. Yeah. It's a hidden
It's
gem.
got a bit of a New Zealandy vibe.
Yes,
but better.
yes.
Europe about it in the right spots.
Yeah.
It's got everything. Anyway,
I want to go check it out. All right, well, here's some good spending money for your Nan's 90th down there.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. She
shout
loves
out
her
to
lotto,
Nan.
so I'll just shout her a bunch of lotto tickets.
And you
Yeah,
got
nice.
you got a kid-free weekend. All right, you got a big one lined up. $1,400. It's a record-breaking amount for us this year. So good luck. I hope you win it. I really do.
Me too.
Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now. Colloquially, what state is someone in when they have a bun in the oven?
Pregnant.
Which former late-night icon is set to host the Oscars next week?
Oh, don't know.
Blue bottle and box are types of what?
Jellyfish.
What ocean are the Cook Islands located in?
Pacific.
What is 39 plus 48?
84.
Stop the clock.
Oh, okay.
That was wrong.
Well, you got through it. There seemed to be a couple of seconds left there, Mitchie.
2 seconds.
2 seconds left. Okay.
Little bit of money left in the bank. No pantsing. Will it be enough? Could be close today. Let's have a look.
This is where, just quickly, this is where competitive. If you throw this on Nikki week 1, you say, what state are you in? She drops South Australia as a funny answer. She ain't doing that now. $1,400 on the line. It's a different kettle of fish.
She's a seasoned campaigner.
Business time.
Let's find out. This will get Mitch half his.
Oh, I'm here.
Bit of Star Wars gear.
Bringing the king. Bringing the king. Bringing the king. Bringing the king.
Oh, a bit of chewy.
Himself.
What was that? That was brilliant. It's
chewy.
That's the best thing you've done on the show.
That's the best thing he's ever done.
Do it again.
No, I don't do it on call.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I'll just drop it in. I'll just drop it in randomly.
He's not some sort of
Please.
He's not some sort of entertaining Wookiee. No, he literally is that.
We need a button that makes him do that. I love that.
No, it's just a random
No,
thing.
there's a spot in his body you touch him, and he can't help himself.
Only Sarah knows where it is.
Sure she does.
I told her.
That was one accurate night.
What have I walked into?
Oh, no, well, it doesn't
Did you
matter.
teach Sarah the move?
Yeah, I just said, you know where you press him.
Yeah.
I'll teach you the Han Solo.
This is outrageous.
All right,
First time
Nikki.
he did it, he chronologically froze. Or whatever. but after that, it's been all go. All go. Oh, jeez.
Nikki.
That got out of hand.
I did, really did.
Yeah.
All right, focus. Come on.
Who
Here
am I
we go.
playing?
Jess, but don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Colloquially, what state is someone in when they have a bun in the oven?
Pregnant.
Which former late-night icon is set to host the Oscars next week?
Conan O'Brien.
Blue bottle and box are types of what?
Jellyfish.
What ocean are the Cook Islands located in?
Oh, is that Pacific or Indian? Pacific?
What is 39 plus 48?
87.
Stop the clock.
I don't even know if that's right.
I don't either. That one blew my mind. I couldn't get it, I couldn't get it in the way I do it.
What
I
was it?
couldn't get
39 plus 48.
47.
39 plus 48. We'll see. Okay, let's just
I
get
still
through it.
can't. I'm like, is that right?
That's beyond me. That one. It's a weird-
Colloquially, what state is someone in when they have a bun in the oven?
South Australia.
What was that?
I thought in week 1 you might have done a state joke like that, but not anymore because it's serious now. But yeah. This
Oh, no,
is a
that-
bloody Jess laugh.
When I
It would have
lose,
been worth it. It got Jess over the line. Exactly.
Yeah.
100%. Thank you, Jess.
I think she was worried about
Bloody
your
love
asthma
you.
attack.
I love you, Jess.
It's 1
Is
all.
Hazeldean the suburb or the surname in this case?
It's a town where, like, the back of Brisbane, where Somerset Dam is.
Okay, never heard of it.
Oh, heading up the coast.
No, she's headed to Tassie.
No, she had a Tassie this weekend.
She's off to Tassie for
No, but I'm
Nanny's
talking
night.
about where Hazeldean is.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if she's
It's
off
up
to
Darren
Tassie.
Lock. It's up Darren
I'm
Lock.
barely paying attention.
It's up Darren
What
Lockie's
state are
way.
we in?
Look, she's sitting here with bated breath trying to work out how we went.
It's 1-1. Yeah. Which former late night icon is set to host the Oscars next week? Jess, I don't know. Nikki, Conan O'Brien. That's a good get. You got that right. I didn't know that. Conan's got the Oscars.
He has, yeah.
There you go.
You should listen to him. He's a good comedian.
I was stuck with David Letterman and I knew it wasn't going to be him.
Who were you going to say? Sorry, Jess?
I couldn't think of anyone else but David Letterman and I knew it was definitely not going to be him.
I doubt he'd come out for the Oscars.
Shave.
Blue bottle and box are types of what? You both said jellyfish. That is correct. What ocean are the Cook Islands located in? Jess said the Pacific. Nikki said the Pacific. That is correct for both of you. It's 4-3. Final question, 39 plus 48. Jess, 84. Nikki, 87. Hard to get her today, Jess. It was a perfect score. Nikki wins 5-3.
Oh, so it was 87. I still hadn't worked it out in all that time. I was like, is that right?
Perfect score. $1,500 will be worth on Monday.
Oh, my word. What's going on?
Nikki.
Oh, thanks, Jess.
I'll tell you what, Jess, I mean, it's probably, we got call of the week coming up later this hour. You're probably too late for that because I've probably already rung the person or whatever, but I'm going to load you up because in my mind, you're our call of the week. She gave us a rundown of what the must-see things in Tasmania.
Oh.
The Huon Valley, a little town called Richmond where there's a lolly shop.
She didn't even mention the museum. That's all you talk about when you went there.
Mona.
The Great Wall, Jess.
That's all he comes home and talks about, Jess.
I'll tell you a funny... No, we can't tell you that right now. I'll tell you that... Yeah, I can't actually. In the podcast, if you haven't listened to the podcast today, I'll tell you a funny story of a faux pas I made relating to that. I'm going to give you a Midtown dining voucher, $250. The perfect place for a martini. Midtown's Brisbane's stylish, New York-inspired bar located at the top of Fish Lane at South Brisbane. You're going to love that. Midtown, a $250 voucher. And just because I like you, I'm going to give you a $250 Lorna Jane voucher as well.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, don't forget with Lorna Jane, International Activewear Day is today, isn't it? I think.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is today. I'm sure I was saying
I
Friday.
should order my activewear on the flight.
Thumbs up by Nick, yeah.
That's all right. So, yeah, and there's a free 15-minute line bike rides with on International Activewear Day because the right activewear isn't just for the workouts, it's for every day as well.
No, and it's like socially acceptable Spanx. Because it sucks and tucks, but it looks good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything which makes you feel good, I say.
Exactly.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Hey, heading into the NRL opening round weekend. A reminder, we have got a tipping competition for the show.
Yes.
You can hit up our Instagram page, all the details, with the link, the app you want to download, and the code, everything you need.
You got to get in now.
Yeah.
Yes. It starts on Sunday.
You know, you can join late, but then you get the default, tips.
You
haven't sent me the bloody code yet, mate.
How do you join up?
Hit up our Instagram page. It's the official NRL tipping app. That's what you need to look for. And the actual comp code to join our specific competition, it's up on it's a post on our Instagram page. So if you don't check it out now, you can check it out across the weekend. Just get them in before
What happens
Sunday morning.
if you don't get your vote in before? Do you get the away team?
No, this one default is home teams. You couldn't select away teams. So you get a default home sides. But, then you're just leaving it up to...
chance, aren't you?
Yeah.
Did you see there's a couple of players in the footy teams, Nikki, that are like in both teams that are like age between 18 and 21. Legal age is 21.
Oh, no.
Over there. So they've brought their own PlayStations over, I think, on both sides, and that they just have a room that's called in there for the kids.
That's hilarious.
I'm sure they're doing that.
And these kids are hanging out there. They couldn't get into one of the training sessions that they had was somewhere or other as well. Well, they couldn't even get into that because you had to be over 21 to get into that.
So crazy in America, you can't drink till you're 21, but you can have a gun at like 16.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a bit nuts, isn't it?
It is a bit nuts.
It's silly.
That's a somber note.
Is there a 25 somewhere? In my brain, I saw somewhere in Europe's got some crazy 20. You got to be 24 or something to drink. What's the oldest? Nick, it seems like something you'd know. Tapping away.
No, I think it's 18 in Europe.
His head, yeah.
It must be 18 in Europe.
And they also...
Definitely 18 in Europe, I reckon.
If they make it to 18. I know most of the Italian families, their kids are having a glass of wine with their pasta. It's kind of a thing.
It's like it's tradition.
Here we go. The legal drinking age varies around the world, ranging from 13 in Burkina Faso.
Where's that?
West Africa.
West Africa. To 25 in Eritrea. Eritrea. Eritrea.
Northeast Africa.
So it's both in Africa.
What? That's
so
a huge spread, isn't it? Like
so if you're in grade
up next to each other,
if you're in grade 8,
yeah,
in bloody Burkina Faso, you go, God, it's an hour's drive. That doesn't even make sense, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like from one to the other, that's absurd.
But then if you're a teacher at the other school, you still can't have a drink at the end of a
Yeah, so you're right. The kids are drinking in one area and the teachers... I
wonder what's behind that.
I don't know.
Can you drink in Dubai? Can you drink in Dubai?
Never been.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I was talking about yesterday. I kept saying, that'll riz my raz, and a lot of people are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you're rizzing the raz, yeah.
I discovered this. Hang on, let me turn sound off here for a minute. I discovered this neuroscientist on Instagram, and she was talking about lucky girl syndrome. And I'm like, oh, I want to hear about this because it went viral straight away. Because everyone's into stuff that helps them, right? That's the algorithm that does really well. FYI on your socials. If it helps other people, it'll do well.
What? So the stuff you post, if it helps other people, that'll be successful for you.
Now, I try and cover topics.
Well, that's bloody good.
That are what?
Well, social media is doing good for once.
Yes.
It's good, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's got to help people.
Yeah.
Or it's got to resonate with people, or it's got to be a flashpoint with people. They're the trick.
For them to click on it.
For them to click on it. It's got to be about them, not about you. If you just keep posting about yourself, people will just go,
That's good.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
care what you had for lunch. I don't care what time your alarm went off. Moving on. Raz. Okay.
I sometimes care what they have for lunch, but rarely.
Raz is the nickname.
Some idiots like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what wrecks the internet.
Let me explain. There's part of your brain which is called, I always get this wrong.
Is it a cortex or something? Or?
It is reticular, wait, I've written in my notes. This is a great start, isn't
That's
it?
good.
Yeah, reticular
We'll cut this bit out.
activating,
Yep.
reticular activating syndrome. Okay, so called RAS, which is basically what you keep putting out, what you keep thinking, that becomes your algorithm. There's a part of your brain when you first wake up in the morning, it's just behind your ear, that it shoots thoughts at you first thing in the morning. They can be positive, they can be negative, but the ones that you latch onto initially, it goes, right, that's my mission for the day.
That sets the tone.
It sets the tone, and it keeps throwing those types of thoughts at you. It doesn't know the difference between positive or negative.
It's just same.
Yeah, it will just, like, for example, if you're looking for a red car, to buy a red car, you'll start seeing red cars. It does the same thing with thoughts, and it can't tell if they're positive or negative. So basically what she was saying is you've got to kind of biohack yourself in the morning. If negative thoughts start, you've got to actually say out loud positive things. You've got to, like, engage positive things, and then you will keep thinking positive things. You'll become a happier person. And that will attract more happiness in your life because it becomes your algorithm, a happy
You need to plant the seed.
You have to plant the seed.
How do you do that?
life
Lutzi?
hack
Like
if,
you biohack yourself quite regularly.
But I would say like all of us, you wake up and think negative stuff a lot of the times as well. Depending.
How do you stop it? How do you plant it?
You've got to. She said you can actually do things like you and your partner can set a mission going, take 4 photos of good things that happened at work or good things that happened to you and send them to each other. And apparently that positive exchange starts positive thoughts.
What, and you look at it first thing in the morning then?
Yeah.
What about, here's a thought, and I thought about, for some reason I was thinking this yesterday, instead of getting an annoying song waking up on your alarm, it's some nice voice like of Alexa going, good morning, David. Remember, and that's 3 cool things that you've achieved,
positive
or whatever,
affirmations.
And then that's literally the first thing you hear every day.
And this is science. Like they've studied it and they've watched the little synapses happening and how it can latch on. And that's where manifestation comes from. When you start thinking things into existence. So you go, I'm going to do that. I'm going to achieve that. And your brain actually believes you, and then it kind of forces you to make those things happen.
Gets the momentum rolling.
Yeah. It makes it happen. You can think it into existence. You can't.
It's a game changer.
It is. And that's why I came in so happy yesterday, because I tried it yesterday morning.
How'd you do it?
I got on TikTok. I just watched funny videos, and then I sent my husband a positive text message, and I decided
because he was having a
tech break. I know, but I didn't start thinking about that.
Yeah, exactly. If she starts with that, that sets the tone.
Instead of going, he's got another tech break, I was like, good on him.
Which would have set your tone for the day if you had have started negatively about Jeremy's shortfalling.
You have to, like, through gritted teeth, just go, no, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And then it works. It
And
bloody works.
And you came in like booming.
Pinging.
You were fantastic.
I was
yesterday.
really happy.
And then carried on through.
Yeah. And then this morning I had a few negative thoughts and I'm like, no, today's going to be a good day. I'm going to be funny. I'm going to be smart. The boys are going to be kind to me. It's all going to be lovely. And that's exactly what's happened.
It's such an interesting thing because I've always think, you think, it's just
I don't know if I was smart.
It's a fine line between, just flicking the switch between something making you sad and go, hang on a sec, let's just, that little thing we can do mentally. But this is actually a real tangible way you can flick the switch of your day.
And she actually gave you a way to, reprogram. And that's by sending the 4 happy things a day because she said that if anything, if you can't mentally do it to yourself, try that, and that actually works for people.
So imagine you at the start of the week. I'm thinking AI here and Alexa and the voice. Someone had a sexy voice I heard yesterday, I don't know if there was an alarm or something. It was like, "Hello, how are you?" I was like,
"How do you get
me
that
when
voice?
I
wake you up."
Something like that. Something like that. So imagine being able to pre-program AI. Here's 5 great things I'm proud of myself for instance, at the start of the week, and they somehow that voice then every morning. Morning, David. A quick reminder. You've done some amazing things. And blah, blah,
as
blah.
opposed to
have a great day.
As opposed to the waking up like,
yes. Yeah, like how is that?
Oh, that's going to be
going
one of
to
the worst
positive
sounds.
thoughts.
Yes,
that's like
it's impossible to have a positive.
Shit, it's time to get up and go to a job.
That's
how we start most of our days, right?
That's the first thought that goes through my head of a morning. Is that alarm clock?
Workday
is you got to be joking? Yeah, like it's
that's everyone.
It's a shock. It's like negative.
And I changed that because I felt like that this morning. I was like, oh, no, I'm hungover. I can't keep doing this. I'm like, I'm so lucky to have this job.
Yeah.
You got to remember that. We're lucky. And we do this in drama school. It's called Positive Affirmations, where you do How Am I Blessed? And we do them after we did Primal Moans or Coffin Monologues, where we're like bullying ourselves. And we'd be like, how am I blessed? I'm blessed because I'm healthy. How am I blessed? I'm blessed because I'm getting jet ski today.
Yeah. I will also point out the complete and utter sadness of the fact that at one point did I think, when I was talking about AI, a real human next to me could actually tell that to me.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne's Caller of the Week.
All right, now, we've been talking about these Call of the Week packs. Are you serious when you say that it's been 6 weeks already that we've done?
End of week 6, yeah.
We're getting through it.
We are.
See what I mean? It just next thing you know, you turn around and you go,
I'm 80.
We're a quarter of the way through the year.
I'm 80.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's like.
Caller of the Week, yes.
Now, I've been using our Caller of the Week towels, which is Nikki's addition to the Caller of the Week pack, and they're the best towels going around. Yeah, and I'm not just saying that.
But you're using it to gut fish or something, aren't you? I don't think that's on, mate.
No, take it to the gym.
It's my gymnasium.
Even worse.
I have not heard the word gymnasium in a very long time.
Since the YMCA.
Isn't that where little girls in sequins do backflips at gymnasiums?
No, for me, it's where the village people shoot their film clips.
Oh, yeah, before they go in the showers.
Oh, again, your words. I'm not getting fired at this hour on a Friday.
I'm so fond of the towel, though. I left it at the gym.
Fond of Matassa.
Yeah, I'm fond of Matassa. I'm so fond of Matassa, I left it at the gym, and then I turned around and went back to get it.
Yeah, well, it's thick.
It's not just a towel.
No, it's a thick towel. It's good. Dry
All right, should we check out our Caller of the Week?
Yep, this is from yesterday.
Dog poo etiquette. What do you do once you tag it and bag it? There's nothing quite like seeing a middle-aged guy walking his little cavoodle, holding a bag of crap in his hand, just wondering where it all went wrong. Okay, what about sloppy ones?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to...
We've got Al.
How you going? Hey, look, I'm one of those middle-aged ones with a cavoodle, but hey, look...
That's awesome. What are the chances?
I have a couple of noisy neighbours, and if they, if I have to pick it up, what I do is as I'm walking away, I sort of fling it on their roof because they're so noisy.
One of the items we have is a tote bag. What if he fills that bad boy up with? I mean, that'd carry a lot of dog crap along the way.
I would not waste our beautiful tote bag on dog poop.
You couldn't do that. It's actually too good.
It's a good tote bag.
Where would you... It's beach, I guess.
Beachy, very beachy.
It's a beach bag for sure. You can fit 4 towels and flippers and sunscreen and your phone and keys and wallet and glasses.
Yeah. And I had one of the kids going for an overnighter last weekend.
It's a good overnight bag.
What did he take with me to chuck all of his junk in?
Yeah, bit of merch.
Yeah,
Must be cool.
He took He took the pack.
The tote bag.
So do we have Al on the line? Should we chat to Al?
Yeah, Al, what's going on?
Oh, I just want to thank myself for being amazing.
Yeah, damn straight you are, my friend.
All right, Snoop Dogg. I'd like to thank me, and me.
And Nikki.
Yeah.
I've been following you ever since you sung at the Olympics as a kid.
You know what? You can take your towel and shove it.
There's worse things to be called than that.
I had another lady last night who said that she initially thought you were Nikki Webster too, and it took her a while to.
Oh my God,
work
years
it out.
of drama school, years of doing stand-up, performing along the best in the world.
That's just Nikki Webster.
Don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
Oh, I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
There's worse things to be called than Nikki Webster.
Nikki Webster's like a bona fide superstar.
Yeah,
come on.
But you don't get called. Who's another Ash?
Oh, there's very few Ash. Ash.
I get called the Weatherman from Channel 9.
Yeah, he gets that.
I get that a lot.
That fat
I mean,
prick.
look at Lutzy was just he was just saying,
Yeah, why ain't you more like your brother, essentially?
Exactly.
The guy from the television.
The skinnier one.
A scathing
the hot
comment,
one.
yes.
The one who keeps getting all your girlfriends in the past. Oh, this has just become a roast.
I did not want this to be a roast.
Mitch, you've got a big head.
That's what bloody Alan does.
Al, you're ruining my Raz man.
That's why he's the
Look,
best
that's
caller.
okay. At least you're, you don't have a more famous brother like us.
Like Mitchell.
Ash.
He nearly said Lutzy.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
You're off on an adventure, Lutzy, this weekend?
I'm off to check out Kaitak Stadium and Sports Park, a big stadium, 50,000 seat stadium. Interesting thought yesterday, just very quickly,
in Hong Kong,
about how big the Olympic Stadium should be here, and I've sort of been with a degree of ignorance, I guess, saying we need a 75,000 to get the Taylor Swifts and the Coldplays, which is the sort of numbers you're looking at, with the other venues they're going to. Some actual experts in the area said me the other day, if you have a 50 to 55,000 seat arena, it's a stadium, and it's a circle or an oval shaped field, which our stadium would be, obviously to cater for AFL and cricket. The actual field space of that, when these big acts have their stage in the middle now, as Ed Sheeran did, as
Taylor,
Billy did she?
Yeah.
Did she?
She was right in the guts.
You know how they do that. That means that you can actually fit probably anywhere between 20 and 25,000 people
on the grass.
On the grass.
So it does take, in theory, takes your capacity to around that 70, 75 mark.
So what, you just have like 50, 55?
Yeah, so that's actually,
Yeah.
And the point is it'd fit more people than Suncorp does.
In a concert situation.
Which is the value add of having a bigger stadium to make sure we get those acts.
Oh, I understand. And then how often do you get like those big 80,000 crowds anyway? Because that's one of the things about the Sydney Olympic Stadium is that you go there now and it just doesn't have any atmosphere.
Yeah,
it doesn't, and it's so far away, and it just doesn't.
You don't want half full stadiums. And
No.
so what do you...
especially you go to there for a club game and you put 14, 15,000 in that, it's lost.
Yeah,
exactly. It feels like there's nobody there.
Yeah, so maybe the answer is 50, 55,000.
I reckon.
Large field of play. You can fit 70,000 for Taylor Swift. So you tick that box and you don't have half full stadiums for 70 to 80% of the events you have there. But I'm going to check out this, see if that works.
We better let you go, buddy.
I know,
You've got a flight to catch, mate. Don't worry, you've got to get there. It is interesting.
And I just want Miley Cyrus to come. That's where my mind's going
No,
to.
exactly.
I'd go to that concert.
I'd go there in a heartbeat.
So would I.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
If we want Miley, we've got to make the right decisions around this. Anyway, it's not 9:10. I hope you had a good week. Goodbye.
You got to get a plane.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast.